Is that
I forgot about that shit.
I miss you. I'm killing whoever with you. Hey. Please don't let me die tonight. If I should before I wake, then I'll insert my fate.
I hear
Oh shit. Welcome to Fryedramen, y'all. We back with another one.
Already.
Damn, bro.
What's up?
Shout out to our lighting, man. Shout out to our lighting.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Already.
we got this new light. This look nice.
It's the energy.
Nigga watch the Lion
Energy,
King,
we
bro.
need energy, huh?
Watch the Lion King.
I know that light making me
Hey, you gotta pop out like that. You gotta pop out. Back with another one.
already.
Let them know what we're doing today, right?
Yeah, man, we got this episode coming for y'all. Since we was talking about, a lot of people like to say, man, oh, you watch the cartoons, da da. Today's episode, man, we are going to depict what is the difference between anime, cartoon, and an animated series. I'm sorry, there we go. Animated series, yeah.
So there's a third category right there.
There's a third, yeah.
Middle ground.
Yeah.
What y'all want to do? I say let's start off with definition, right?
Definitely.
Anime. Which I think me and Daniel can agree with this right here. Shout out to our guest right here. Yeah.
What up, y'all?
Oh, first off, we did introduce ourselves.
Yeah, gotta jump right into it.
Alright, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm Danielle. You call me Danny. What's going on, y'all?
It's your boy Nomad. Follow me on that Instagram, official_Nomad.
We gotta go with it now. Like it's gonna be like under your yeah.
Oh, I feel it. They can roll
Nah,
them
we got good with that.
It's gonna be right there.
What's going on? It's your boy Quan, aka Kid Wonder. You catch me on the Instagram. You see the @ name right there.
Yeah. It's your boy Reginaldo. Already know. You know what I'm saying? Fryedramen. Follow, like, subscribe, all that. Reginaldo_919.
Sorry,
Nah.
I don't have an ad at the moment.
Back to these definitions, right?
Back
So
to
anime, by definition, should be a series that was drawn out and illustrated in Japan.
In Japan. Over there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
not everything can be just anime because it's got action, in my opinion.
And you know what I'm saying? When you go back, it's crazy because when you little, you don't realize you watch the anime when you first get onto it. You know what I'm saying? You watch stuff like Pokemon, Digimon. I don't know if y'all remember, like Monster Rancher, Yu-Gi-Oh. All those are animes that you don't know because we watched it in dub.
Wait, Monster Rancher?
Yeah, that's an old one. It's an old one, man. Genki with the roller skate. I don't know why it came up first, but I used to love that. Yeah.
You know what's another one that I think should be considered anime?
What?
Transformers.
Transformers?
Transformers,
Now,
most definitely.
That's
That
where
is
the
Japan
middle
original.
ground.
And I think it's
Series and a cartoon differ, in at least my opinion, where a cartoon is purely just for entertainment purposes, so it's just gonna give you a bunch of random, goofy stuff every episode. Every episode is different. It don't matter if you watch episode 7 first, then episode 1, it still makes sense because it's just random goofiness going on.
And that's my whole thing. If you can just jump in there and watch any episode and be cool with it, boom, jump from 43 to 2 to 17.
Like SpongeBob is a true cartoon.
SpongeBob's a cartoon. It
It's
don't matter.
just random episodes. It don't matter which one you watch first.
Yeah, nothing that happened yesterday is gonna do what happened. It ain't gonna be no part 1, part 2. If they are, they're like special event episodes or something.
But then there are animated series.
Animated series.
Now, just because something that has a linear timeline doesn't make an animated series. Like, for instance, would you consider Powerpuff Girls an animated series?
Yes, I would. Yeah, because I think they have a comic.
Do they?
I believe so.
You know what? I
See,
mean, I can
they
see
have
that.
They have a
they have a
comic,
pretty
yeah.
consistent storyline
Yeah,
to
they
an
do.
extent.
But it's not.
A constant
it's random
villain,
shit,
you know,
yeah,
a constant. You know.
But is it? Do you ever remember having to wait a week or wait to see what happens the next episode of Powerpuff Girls? It's either gonna happen.
It was random adventures every day.
It would do that, and then they go into a commercial break, and then the next 15 minutes would be about whatever happened after that first.
Well,
if
I'm
they
gonna
were
just throw this in there. Because of my 3-year-old daughter, I didn't watch the recent Pop-Up Girls. Man, they got a bit of a
With the
storyline to them. Like,
black
it be
girl?
random events.
With the little black
this
girl?
Bro, she had 5.
Oh yeah.
Alright. So here go a good example, right? So, Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
Yeah. Definitely animated series.
Animated series.
Yeah,
What?
animated
Now
series.
here go the example. Here goes the example. Teen Titans Go.
Cartoon.
Exactly. You see the difference? That is the difference right there.
But I will say they do have a couple.
Hey,
They
these
do have a couple
hits, though.
reoccurring
These got hits,
episodes. They do have a couple episodes that go part 1, part 2, part 3.
Yeah.
But still the vibe that goes and the silliness that go.
Like
definitely.
all the cartoons we used to watch back in the day, like X-Men and Spider-Man and what else, like Ninja Turtles and stuff. Those are all considered animated series. Or would you consider Ninja Turtle like the old Ninja Turtles?
It depends. It was Matt version of Ninja Turtles. Some of them was cartoons.
So there was a cartoon Ninja Turtles and there's an animated series.
Yeah.
Like the Teenage TNT. That was an animated series.
I think it's more like Ninja Turtles evolved rather than. Because it wasn't like those, it was like an anime series and a cartoon at the same time. They weren't playing at the same time. They kind of evolved.
Challenge Showdown.
Oh man, dang.
That's all.
Didn't they
Now,
like,
they had events that would happen, so if you didn't know about what happened in that event, but then everything before that kind of could have been random.
I would say that
So,
was an animated series, right?
That's hard.
Because I mean, because they had like an end game and a plot and everything, and I don't know if they ever made it to whatever. I forgot who the guy they were trying to fight. They was trying to make it.
The only reason why I say it was an animated series is because they had character development for all the characters, and it happened that like all of them would get character development. Then something big would happen, and then all of them would get a new weapon. Then something big would happen, and then like so it was kind of structured. It was kind of structured.
It was cool.
So I would definitely probably have to put an animated series category.
American Dragon Jake.
Oh my goodness. Dude, that's a cartoon.
I would say a child-friendly animated series.
Really?
Yeah, because it is a child-friendly animated series, in my opinion.
I mean, cause you gotta put Shaolin Showdown and Jake Long and Jackie Chan Adventures, kind of like I think they all kind of like go in the same basket.
Yeah.
I had a good one, but I'm gonna say like
Jackie Chan Adventures is definitely an animated series.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
Animated series.
Animated series.
It didn't feel like it at first, but when you get far into it, then it kind of becomes an animated series.
Alright, because in the beginning it was.
In the beginning, it was kind of random. Yeah, it was kind of random at first.
No, I mean, but it was. I don't know. When I look at anime, it's like it's the character development, it's the continuous villain, and a continuous storyline. For me, that is probably the longest fucking anime because he's never caught. But he's been chasing the same person for hundreds and thousands of years.
I mean, there's an end game. They've got the last episode.
I have a question. Would y'all consider animes and animated series about the same thing?
But they're from
different continents.
different places.
And there's
Different
a big
continents.
reason on why they're not the same.
Why?
They have different guidelines because they came from two different places.
It's not just a.
And anything American made has the guidelines to be childish.
You talking about like
I don't agree.
Okay, all right. There's never going to be any animated series American made where something like what happened to Guts, where your homie is going to rape your girl in front of you. Never. Never. Never is going to be an American-made show.
I would.
It's certain things, certain scenes, and certain depths that anime goes that an American-made show would never be able to go.
I feel like that's only because in America we'd only benefit from animating things like superheroes and people that we've already, people that died off video games and stuff. That's where all the money's in. Like in Japan, they just need to come up with their own stories and be more freeful with it. Oh no, you get it on.
I just thought about something because I feel like a lot of death happens in like Justice League or a Batman Beyond.
I got more evidence, right? So a manga, when it's turned into an anime, is adapted scene for scene for the most part, right?
Not necessarily.
They do stuff weird sometimes, but it's for the most part.
You talk like, well, I haven't read the webtoon for God of High School, but you explained to me like there is a lot more that mushed in 12 episodes. No way they could have explained all that happened in that webtoon. So it's I don't think that.
But what I'm saying is, just because they cut some parts out doesn't mean it strayed away from what the story was supposed to be. They just cut a lot of scenes that we wish I'd seen. But when it comes down to comics being adapted into cartoons, they cut out all the gritty stuff to make it friendly for the time slots they had, because they're showing these kids at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
And that is, Because I didn't watch the whole bunch of like origin story. I've been watching those.
And then the origin story is way darker in the comic than it is in the cartoon because they can't show those things on TV in front of kids. But anime don't care. Whatever it is in the manga, they gonna put it in the anime.
Like you think Sonic got a real dark backstory?
Who knows?
Well.
Sonic hung around.
Are we talking about? Well, that goes
an evil twin that murdered his mom or something.
Would that go into just the series, or would that go into the movies as well? Because the animated DC movies go pretty in depth.
Yeah, the anime DC movies go pretty in depth.
They do.
DC don't care. DC is gonna put that nitty gritty in there, especially with that Zack Snyder's copy. I mean, I got it right that time.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing about Japan is they like to stick to that shonen stuff where it's like a lot of friendship and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to save my friend.
Right, and that's a lot of the anime. There are those animes that they don't go by friendship.
And so ours is different. You know what I'm saying? Batman ain't never been, you know what I'm saying, on no power of friendship.
It's more like pride.
Well, yeah,
it's more like a pride.
What's a classic cartoon that you can say, or animated series that you can talk about that's like not like superhero related?
The animated series is not superhero related at all, and that was
hold up. Is Metabots an anime?
No, it's cartoon.
Metabots was definitely either a series or that cartoon. No, because y'all remember Metabots, they be in the middle of a fight, and they stop the fight. Like you'd have to wait till the next weekend. It was like Digimon low key.
You know what else goes? No, Digimon was a straight out anime. First of all, and it was a straight story. Like from episode to episode, you can't jump in episode 3. You won't know what's going on.
Metabots was the same way, bro.
I'm lost. Metabots.
Metabots, Metabots.
I'm saying Metabots is cartoon. Oh, you don't know what Metabots is?
I can't remember for some reason.
I don't know, bro.
I think it's the time gap.
Here's this age difference right there. Somewhere right here. It is what it is.
Okay, wait. All right. So let's back.
I cherish the moment.
Let's brush it up.
But it's not
Mega
that
Man.
I know a lot.
Mega Man is
didn't spark my interest apparently.
Mega
I'm
Man?
gonna say that.
Mega Man didn't have enough cartoons. It was a cartoon. It didn't get anywhere.
I didn't care for Mega Man. Yeah.
You can look at if you look up how many episodes of Mega Man it is, it's only like 15 episodes.
Yeah, I
Mega
only know him
Man,
as
the
a
guy
video
with
game character.
he's got on the Astro outfit.
Mega Man, the guy with the
Oh yeah! Why didn't you just do that? You singing the song and stuff.
What?
You was better off just starting off with that.
I didn't sing a song.
Yes, you did.
That's the Metabot song.
But you do that.
That's the Metabot song. That's the Mega Man song is fighting robot.
But you do
Mega Man. Fighting robot. That's a classic. That's a classic. Mega Man.
So, Rugrats.
Cartoon.
Yeah, most definitely.
Scooby-Doo.
They did. I would say that Rugrats did have a
No, you're not trying to make it an
But they are not an animated series. You did say
Them
about
niggas on
animated series, didn't you?
Them niggas on these adventures, weren't they?
Yeah, but there was
fighting
like
crime and everything. Cartoon, bro.
I got one. Kids Next Door.
There was a cartoon dropping to be an animated
They
series.
was trying hard.
Yeah.
They wanted respect. They wanted, put the tree on
Hey, but I
together.
That was a non-action animated series. You say you had
we didn't get character development in that though.
No. Yes, we did.
Yeah, because number one
It was
kept
after the first
better.
season. I would say the first season they did not care to make it an animated series. It was just a cartoon.
Yeah.
It evolved into an animated series.
Yep.
Because they started getting character development. That's how you found number one father was the original number one, and you get to find out stuff about number two's background, how he was associated with certain people and his little brother, and you get to find out the backstory with
Wasn't
number
it like
five.
the top dodgeball players in the world or some bullshit like that?
I'm saying like they did get character development.
Another one that was like that kind of like started off cartoon but turned into an animated series was Adventure Time. That's another one because it like when you start watching when it started off it was like
They did have episodes that it was like that happened back here that would pop up.
Ben went through a lot.
Yeah, Ben went through
Ben went through a lot.
I watched that shit. It was funny though. That nigga was
Ben went through a lot. Okay, he lost his arm, man.
I knew he lost his arm.
Ben lost his arms. I ain't never seen a cartoon show where a character lost
so
his
what?
arms.
Yeah, how y'all feel? What if it's a cartoon, right? And he loses his arm in the episode, and he doesn't get that arm back.
Doesn't get it back. Like, this is Finn now.
Yo, he done
Like,
went through some shit.
still don't know where his parents is.
Wait.
Arm
He
gone.
lost his arm?
He lost his
Yeah, he
arm,
lost
bro.
his arm.
Never got it back?
Never got it back. He got a robot on now.
Actually, I think they made
Yeah.
a new show based off of it too about the princesses and shit.
Yes, because Marlene and Princess Bubblegum, you know they're in a relationship. Well,
What?
yeah. Mind blow. Yeah.
On TV?
I can't remember if it's like towards the end of the series they confess their love to one another, and I believe they had a kiss.
Yo, that's they pushing the envelope a little bit with that one.
Speaking of that, Legend of Korra.
Anime series.
That's just same thing with Avatar.
Yeah, the whole Avatar series. What about Totally Spies?
We're not gonna talk about it.
Totally Spies?
He
Nah, he
said
said Totally Spies.
You know what's crazy? I thought about that shit, but I would say animated series, bro.
I would too, because you know what? Wings Club would go up there with the same category, and Wings Club got a whole live action series.
Yeah, I told you, bro.
on Netflix.
So what about Kim Possible?
Animated series, I would say, because she definitely has a story.
She goes fire.
Well, she
It
didn't
was
really have a
random
storyline. Yeah, she was random shit, but she had a constant villain.
if you want to make me.
Villains. She had constant villains.
She had a,
You know?
No, I got time to grab my charger.
And then you click it back in. And then you click it back in.
Did you press the button?
And then you click it back in.
Press it?
And then you click it back in.
Did you press the button?
And then you
I got one for y'all.
What you got?
Boondocks.
Oh, animated series. Nah, cartoon.
Yeah, because I feel like that's up there with Family Guy.
What storyline did they have?
Is it?
What was their
All
purpose?
storyline, but it wasn't on no.
Nah.
What was the storyline?
But you
So
can.
like Granddad came at one point.
It wasn't
Granddad
no storyline until that season.
Yeah.
And you can pick
When
up
they
on.
lost the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you can watch any episode of Boondocks.
Yeah. Just jump on.
You know. So I would
cartoon?
say, yeah.
What
Hope
about
that
that?
didn't
What
offend
about
anybody
that? I don't know if y'all watched it, but the Harley Quinn joint.
Animated series.
Animated series or cartoon?
Animated series.
Yeah.
What about Batman Beyond though?
Animated series.
I think they all will fall. I think a lot of superhero movies will
Yeah.
fall in.
Yeah, anything
animated.
DC or Marvel, if they made it animated, it's animated.
Automated.
Yeah, automated. Nacho Libre. Was it Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about my man?
I think those are animated
What's
series.
But
The flea. Talking about the flea and the dude that turned to the ball.
El Tigre.
But wasn't there like, you know how in Nacho Libre they were shorter, right?
Yeah.
You know wasn't there another show where they were taller and there was a bigger guy?
Oh no, you talking about Mucho Lucho.
that
Nacho
it?
Libre was the
Goddamn,
this shit was Jack Black.
Yeah, mucho.
Oh, what about, okay, I know what it is, but I'm gonna say it because it's on Netflix. 7 episodes. Anime, okay?
Alright, I got
Netflix original.
Yeah, it's a Netflix original. I have to look that mixed up because it's Netflix original. Because it's Netflix original, it's still an anime because it's just said it's called Netflix original. It's not
Yeah, so
that
basically,
Netflix
when
created.
Netflix gets the right to exclusively stream something first, they'll call it a Netflix original. But it didn't originate as Netflix original.
No,
You had
no.
shit's anime, you could have been watching.
Shinji Adventures.
Shinji Avengers.
Don't play with me with that.
Nani?
Cartoon.
Generator Rex. Cartoon? That's animated series. What's respect on that? He was with Ben 10.
He was with Ben 10.
So would you say Ben 10? Ben 10 is definitely an
Animated
anime.
series. Yeah.
So Max Steel will fall into that same category.
Max Steel was
Dang,
the
boy,
joint
I
right
forgot
there,
about
boy.
that. Max Steel.
Yo, did you see the live action movie? It was fire.
Well, I got one. Afro Samurai.
Oh man.
Animated series.
Anime, but
Whoa. Anyway, shit.
but
Almost got me.
Cause I mean,
Almost got me.
but Samuel
is
Jackson.
this?
I thought about Samurai Jack when she said Afro Samurai.
But Samuel Jackson was voicing
yeah,
Afro though. So is
yeah,
that
where is that originated from?
animated?
What?
Why would that be from America?
Is it from? Where is it from?
It's an anime.
Afro.
Huh?
It's an anime from
He said I
Japan.
don't
It's
care
an
where it's
anime.
from.
From Japan?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Yo, we gotta look into that.
Afro Samurai was definitely anime.
Made Japan.
Are you sure?
At least it's in stone.
I got one.
What you got?
Rick and Morty. It's on the wall. I just thought about it.
Animated series. It was a lot of bullshit.
I really went it. too often, but I
Rick and Morty is bomb.
I think it was a
At
cartoon.
first you
Definitely
think it's a
a
cartoon,
storyline.
and then you realize like, yo, the things that happened in season 2 correspond to what happens in season 3. Like,
Alright, so what about this laboratory?
oh, it's cartoon.
That's told by Ginger?
Cartoon.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Cartoon.
We just said that.
Alright.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That
Did they have like some development shit?
was a cartoon.
I have a question.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Parents.
Animated series. Because the whole point was they was about to get rid of Blue, and the thing was keep Blue and make him good enough to come back home. It was about keeping them together. That was the whole. But did they have character development? They did.
Anime. Rich knows this, but I watch animes that do not have action in it at all.
Still anime.
You know what I mean? It's still anime. So, do you think there are animated series with absolutely no action in it whatsoever?
Yeah.
Like what?
Everything that's anime. All animes are animated series.
Adventures of Gumball.
Oh, I got one. Duh.
Duh?
Duh.
They follow a storyline.
What about Hey Arnold, bro?
Hey,
Rocket Power.
Recess, bro.
Recess. Yeah. Animated series and there's no like hurting people. Exactly. I told y'all, ooh, I had them coming.
But those are you
I
kind
need to
of
watch that again. What was the theme song on Rocket Power, bro?
We are riders on a mission. Action here is back at the Rocket Power. We can wrap it up right here.
Yeah, we could wrap it up.
Alright, y'all, we had a great time with y'all today, but we're gonna wrap it up right here.
Right there, Fryedramen. Can you tune in, like, subscribe, punch that button, man, please, man.
Like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all out there. We love to get back to y'all.
I wish I could moonwalk. I moonwalk over here in the button.
Alright, y'all.
Street Fighter.
You're about to
I'm
leave
out.
on her?
No.
Okay, nigga.